bringing the latest and greatest technology across the organization, be it producing a product, delivering a service or operational efficiency, and bringing the radical change which will have a huge impact on a customer, or a little bit more advanced technology where they are leveraging digital twins. Digital twins are creating the digital component or the digital counterpart of a physical asset or component. I have been in IT service industry for almost 24 years now. And to start my journey, let me start with the beginning. I finished my BE in computer science and joined the world of development. And in the era of ASP, JSP or Visual Basic that people will remember, I used to develop in the era what I fondly call is where Google did not exist. We actually did the development. During that era, I started with a website development company where I used to work directly with the client, taking the requirement, understanding it, designing it, and delivering the full product. Moving on from there, I moved to US and worked with an energy company where freshly launched .NET that I learned and deployed to do the website development, as well as a couple of other systems which were used by energy companies' consumers. I also got an opportunity to work heavily in .NET technology with a telecom giant in US. That's where we built system monitoring, which was managing and monitoring a lot of other systems with in the organization. Now from then I got an opportunity to work with insurance companies. So a little bit of capital markets, and then life insurance, health insurance, PNC. I work very closely with multiple clients in that, be it a policy administration, billing, claims, modernization, or the group benefits or group retirement services. Most of my programs were helping our customers move from legacy, mainframe or other ancient systems to the latest and greatest, maybe GuideWire, Duck or the custom applications. So in all these years, with this exposure of doing this programming for various customers, primarily in the financial service domain, as well as energy and telecom, I was being trained to do the digital transformation and thereby understand very well that how it works in detail. That's my brief introduction. Thank you. Digital transformation is very commonly used terms nowadays in industry, especially in the service industry. But let me try to give an oversimplification to the term. What exactly do we mean by digital transformation first? From my point of view, digital transformation means leveraging the latest and greatest technology across the organization, be it producing a product, delivering a service or operational efficiency, and bringing the radical change which will have a huge impact on a customer. That's how you add the value. So in that journey, entire organization end to end, and anybody who is related to organization will be aligned to deliver a value to the client. That's how we say digital transformation. Coming to the digital transformation trends, it's a very large topic, but let me try to categorize into industries. Start with my favorite, financial services industry. Financial service industry is way ahead in doing the digital transformation, talking about open banking, where they are leveraging the third-party components to provide open services like Paytm. Most of us are familiar with that, and there are similar applications who are doing that. Then robotic process automation, that's where they're optimizing the back-end processes and providing the services to the client most efficiently. Like HDFC Bank or JP Morgan Chase, they are known for having the solid RPM. Coming to retail industry, where we all are very familiar, they have leveraged this technology, or they have done the solid digital transformation If I talk about retail, let's say omnipresence, right? Wherever you are going for shopping, be it online or offline, talk about the Nike application. In India, talk about the Flipkart. You will get an amazing application. Talking about retail again, personalization on the data or the recommendation. People are leveraging the data, personalized data, and give you the personalized recommendation. If I add the application name, you will know it's Amazon, where they give you the recommendation based on your past orders. And the best part in India is the Myntra application, the fashion recommendation as per your taste and flavor. They are using data and analytics combined to do that kind of services to all of us. The third one in the retail, which is the heart of the retail, is supply chain management, right? Amazon, Walmart, Big Basket, they have leveraged this technology to the core, to the supply chain automation, logistic management, and we all know that we are getting benefit out of it wherever we are using it. That's about retail and how they are using digital transformation. If I pick up manufacturing industry, that's where the heavy lifting happens. So in that one, they have IoT enabled processes and robots, right? All the robots now are intelligent robots which are doing heavy work. If you talk about Siemens or Bosch, they are doing that one, right? If you talk about a little bit more advanced technology, where they are leveraging digital twins. Digital twins are creating the digital component or the digital counterpart of a physical asset or a component. For example, Airbus is not producing all sorts of components of airplane. They create the digital twin and see how does it work. And also in a big industry like construction industry, L&T is doing the digital twins of a construction component and leveraging it. The list of industries which are using the digital transformation from the core is very long. I talk about healthcare or any other industry, the list is on. But overall, when you talk about the digital transformation trends, it's more or less the focus is how do we deliver the best value to the customer in a most convenient fashion to them, make their life easier, make their life better. And while doing that, we as an organization, whoever is providing the product or the services, can leverage the technology and do it in a most efficient way. So overall, this digital transformation trends, today I mentioned this many examples, tomorrow there will be new examples keep coming in, because focus of the business is delivering value to the business, leveraging the digital technology, and nowadays technology is enhancing every day, so it's keep on coming. Digital transformation is not a phenomenon which will happen today or tomorrow or in a week, right? It's a very long and complex journey. So in that one, we might have a different kind of challenges. Let me try to categorize those challenges in different categories. We might face people-related problems, process-related, or technology. Anything and everything which comes our way as a challenge will be either categorized in this thing. But when we are talking about overall digital transformation for a company, first thing what I would say is having the right digital strategy for an organization is very important. A clear roadmap that where we are currently, where we want to reach, how everything that we do will change, upgraded or upskilled in order to meet our end objective. That strategy will give the overall direction to the entire organization in order to move forward. So it's highly important that I would say having a right digital strategy at the organization level, not just at IT level, organization level is required. Next challenge, I would say the biggest one is a change management, because what we are talking about is changing radically the way business operates, how we are delivering service, or how we are creating product, or how we are delivering products. Everything is going to change radically. So starting from top to bottom, anybody and everybody in the organization should be made aware that your role or your division or your function which is operating this way today, it will change tomorrow in this fashion, and because of that so and so changes will happen. This is how organization will take care and people will understand. Otherwise, lack of information create lot of panic, lot of siloed effort, and the whole transformation go haywire. Lot of big giants have witnessed this thing, that multi-million-dollar digital transformation has gone south because people could not bring that change mindset. Coming to the third challenge, which is change of a mindset. In my previous thing, I mentioned that change management. While you bring that change, things are going to change from, let's say, A to B. You have to also help your associates to develop that mindset. This is different. Previously it used to be done like this, now it will going to be done like that, and there will be change. You might have to learn new skills, you might have to learn new tools, you might have to follow different processes, but at the end of the day, those processes, those changes, those tools will be getting benefit to what as an organization we are trying to achieve. So change management, change of mindset, accepting that this is the change coming my way, embrace the change and then move forward. So everybody is aligned to achieve the same objective. Now when we have this house intact, the next challenge will be managing the customer expectations. Now with a vision that we want to change our product, or with a vision that we have to change our services, customer is going to have requirements, changes, things will change. You have to be agile to adapt those changes and say how do we take corrective actions without changing the whole gamut of things, because it will be the best of the best world if your plan is designed once and it's frozen. It doesn't happen in real life. You move on the journey, there will be deviation, you take the diversion, take a corrective action and move forward. Right? That's how it goes. But be in connection with the customer so that your vision of bringing the radical change to deliver the value to the client is not outdated. Right? And the last one I say, in order to execute all these things smoothly, we have to empower employees for their technology or their skills, because we talk about all the changes, be it people, process or the technology. In order to make sure that they deliver what is supposed to be delivered, how it is supposed to be delivered, we have to invest heavily in their education, their upskilling, and collectively we can overcome the challenges of digital transformation. So I will summarize that: have a right digital strategy, change management, change cultural mindset, right, technology and skill, and be connected with the customer so that any expectation mismatch, you can take a corrective action and move forward. When we talk about fostering collaboration or driving innovation and adoption of emerging technologies, right? These three are the foundation of a pillar where we are establishing the accountability in the team. So to answer the question in a simple terms, leadership style has to be engaging, empowering and encouraging. That's how I put it. Now let me explain what I meant by that. When you talk about fostering collaboration, if you need people to open up and connect with each other, we have to create the cohesive environment where they are not punished for a mistake and rewarded for doing the right thing, for thinking out of the box to drive the innovation. We have to have an environment that here you do the thinking and try something and see if we can succeed. One step at a time. Oh, this step works, fantastic. We continue and take a second step. If this doesn't work, okay, step back. Go in this direction, take one step. But this fostering collaboration and driving innovation also have one major component that highlight, and I also bring the another factor along with the technologies, is understanding the business. Now technology is there. No client pays for the technology for the sake of technology. It's always about which business problem we are trying to solve. Correct? Now in that situation, understanding the business of your customer is very important. And when you understand the business problem, then you have to understand how do we bring out of the box solution over there. It's like challenging the traditional way of doing things or changing the status quo. That's where the innovation comes into picture. And innovation, when we talk about it, I say any step is fine. Any step where you can say that I'm doing it differently, I'm doing it other than the traditional way. When you put this together, adopting the new technologies, because technology will empower you to do these things in a faster, better way. Nowadays it is very, very important. So getting to know, understand and putting time in learning this thing will help you. After you have all these things, the cohesive environment to collaborate and reward people, driving innovation driven by the business understanding, and an environment where people can learn and experiment and get better, automatically will bring the accountability for their actions, right? So all together, I would say this is how I go, by encouraging my people, engaging them in the right fashion, and absolutely empowering them to go ahead and take an action. Finding the right balance between doing the experiments and managing the risk associated with it. It's an interesting balancing act we have to do. As I answered in a previous question, that the driving innovation or the encouraging people to think out of the box, you encourage them to do the experimentation. Now, innovation, when we say innovation word, everybody thinks about the big thing, the things have changed the life. But think about it. Thomas Edison created one light bulb. Okay, now we are using it left, right and center, and it is changing lives. But it was a one innovation. In my terms, I always say, go for a micro innovation. Any one step or even a half step, if you can do it differently, challenging the status quo, then it's innovation. Okay, let's call it micro innovation. So now when you divide the innovation, like huge innovation, into multiple micro innovations, you are dividing the risk so much. Instead of doing a project for 6 months and realizing that we came way far in a wrong direction, rather let's check every week, how are we doing? Are we moving in a right direction or not? That's where the micro innovation comes into picture. So with a right vision, where we want to go from here to there, and what will be the path we can take, that's where we can minimize the risk. Again, budgeting is one thing, having the right skills, right technical people, right follow of process, and having the right people. I'm again going back to the people, process and technology. If those could be the challenges area, those could be the strength and the pillars we need in order to do the overall transformation. But when we have these things rightly placed, we can minimize the risk or minimize the loss of revenue or loss of time and money in that direction. So I would say divide the innovation in a smaller chunks, do the tactics and say assess more frequently and change your direction as and when it's required, and stay on the path. When you mention hobbies, first thing comes to my mind is reading. That is what I do whenever I get a chance. And now when you bring the context of how that reading helps me make a better leader. I think the type of books that normally I read is related to self-improvement and a lot of financials. That's my hobby. But that definitely gives me a very different perspective of assessing my actions, my behavior, and make me a better leader for sure. Also the time that I take away from work, creative breaks that I take, right, where I spend time with my family, spend time with my little one. it gives me a different creativity boost. My brain is at rest, lot of good oxytocin is coming out, and then when I come back to my work, my thoughts are pretty good. Like they say, it helps you to take a break and go back. Another thing I enjoy the most is take care of my body. So working out, be it lifting weights or going out for long runs, that gives my brain a real good meditation where I forget about everything, freshen up, and then contribute back to it. Also, overall from the leadership perspective, right, when you go around and meet with a lot of new people, like I visit my offices in different locations, every time I meet so many new people, connecting with them, hear them out, hear their stories, there is a different perspective you develop. So that also helps to understand that everybody comes with a different battle they have fought, their stories, and then when you go back as a leader, it's more empathetic leadership, right? You are connecting well with the people on the ground. And as I go back to my previous saying that everybody is driving digital transformation as a technology transformation, but at the end of the day, who makes technology transformation happen? It's people, our people. And for whom we are doing the digital transformation? For our customers, again people. So at the end of the day, everything is done with the people. So getting better to work with people, listen to them, talk to them, connecting with them definitely helps me become better as a leader. Anybody who is starting their career or even whatever stage they are in their career, if I can give an advice, I will use 10 two-letter words. 10 two-letter words. It will be, if it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. My point is, whatever you are doing in your career, you are aiming to become an engineer, great developer, great project manager, whatever you want to be. First thing you have to do is take accountability for what you want to be. It's your dream, it's your aspiration, it's your goal. Who will put an effort? There will be a good mentor, good coaches. At the end of the day, you are the one who is going to put an effort. And one thing I would say that is I learned from my experience is maximum amount of reading and an attitude of a child. Attitude of a child is like being curious. Why is that? What is that? Ask the question, right question, to understand the subject. Be curious. Don't get satisfied with I know these things, I have done this, all this. There is always something new to discover. So reading will help. In my term, I would say continuous learning. Because whenever you read a simple book, complex book, a self-improvement book, even fiction book, you will learn something new. It will take you to the next level. Your brain will be developed in a different sense. So with effort in a right direction, with the guidance from your mentor and coach, you can truly materialize. If it is to be, it is up to me.